Hello, Harger, Alicia.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good today.
Good, Alicia. Good? Good? Okay, let me give each of you 2 stars. All right, so take a look at today's topic. We are going to paint cubes, right? So last class, we count cubes, right? Okay, in a building, we count how many cubes are there, and we count it by column and layer. And today we are going to paint the stocking cubes. So take a look here. Okay, so let's say this is a cube. Okay, so which means all the faces are squares. All right, if I'm going to paint the cube on all the sides, so how many squares are painted? How many squares are painted? The question is.
6.
Good, 6. All right. So here is another question. If I put this cube on the ground, okay, let's see, this is the ground. If I put it on the ground and I'm going to paint it, okay, which means I cannot move it, and then I'm going to paint it, and I painted all the sides. So how many squares are there paint? So that's how many squares are painted? If I put it on the ground and I cannot move it and I brush it.
5.
Good.
5.
Exactly 5. Right? So if I put it on the square, which means, put it on the floor, which means this side, we cannot paint it, right? So except this side, the rest of the 5 faces are painted, right? So today we are going to talk about question like this, right? Paint the cube with different situation, right? Good. Let's move on to the story part. So this time they're still like playing with the blocks, right? The blocks, and someone knocked the door again. Maybe the delivery man, right? Okay, this time. Okay. It is the delivery man. And here is your package. Take a look. Ooh, take a look at Lucas' shocking face. Right? That's huge. Pan Pan, Emma, come here. Ooh, such a big box, right? Everybody, can you guess who sent it?
The monster and the tiger.
The monster and the tiger sent themselves. Do you still remember?
Send themselves?
Because the
How do you
monster
get in
and
the
the tiger
box
are still in the mini side, right? Do you still remember? They took the mini pail, right? They cannot do that big. Right. Hello, who's there? Oh, it's the king, right? Got the box? That's the gift. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Ooh. Okay, so it's from the Piggy King. So let's move it inside. All right, so this is a huge cube. Here is another question. If we have 2 cubes, okay, 2 identical individual cubes, okay, like this, and if I want to paint it on all the sides, so how many sides are there? How many faces, how many squares are there that painted?
12.
Good. Okay. If I have
12.
2 cubes,
12.
good. 12. Good. 12. All right. But take a look at this time. If here we have 2 identical cubes, right? But here they are attached together, which means this face is the attaching face. So we call it one joint, okay, with one joint. And then we are going to brush it, okay, we are going to paint it. So how many squares will remain unpainted?
2. 2.
Good. Let's open it. Okay. With one joint, we always have 2 faces, right?
Yeah.
So which means there will always be two squares that are not painted. Okay, good. So that's the key. Okay. So with each joint, there are always how many sides?
Two sides. Two.
Yes, two sides are not painted. Okay. Each joint we have two faces. Good. Okay. Then let's take a look at this question. Ooh. So this time, how many squares are left unpainted, still unpainted, when all the surfaces, okay, all the surfaces include the bottom, and of the structure made up of 5 cubes. Okay, so if we paint all the surfaces of the structures, how many squares are there left unpainted? Okay, so this time we are going to count joints. Okay, how many joints are there? Then times 2, because each joint we have 2 faces. Okay, all right. So first, let's count it from up to down.
It's 8.
Okay, take a look. From up to down, how many joints?
2.
Up to down. Up. We only have, see,
Four?
top layer. Yeah, we have 4 joints. Let's count it one by one. Okay, from one direction, from up layer to the bottom layer, we only have 1 joint, right? And then let's count from front to back. Okay, from front to back, front layer and back layer, we only have 1 joint, right? Okay, from front to back, another 1 joint. And then from left to right, because this is 3-dimensional shape. Okay, so from left to right, how many joints are there?
2.
Good, 2. All right, so 2 joints. Good. So in total, we have
4.
4. Good. So if we have, see, we put them all in the parentheses. Okay, 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals 4. Times 2 equals
8.
8. Good. Right. Okay, Harga got the idea. So the answer is 8. But later on, because maybe we have more cubes, right? So we need to count it by these 3 direction. Okay, up to down, from to back, left to right. Okay, and then find the joints, total joints number times 2 equals the total faces, squares that are not painted. Okay, follow each direction. Okay, all right, so this time we are going to count from up to down, from to back, left to right. Okay, suppose there are 3 directions. If we don't have any joint from to back, write down 0. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna use different colors.
Good. So that will be Alicia. Okay, Harger found it. Good. Alicia, good. Alicia, the question is asking how many see, Harvard, you answer good. Alicia, the question is asking how many squares are left unpainted. So 4 is 4 joints, right?
Yeah.
So 4 times good. Okay. Okay. So be careful. This time we paint the cube. Be careful about the question. Okay. The question is asking unpainted faces, then joint times 2. Good, Ivanka. Good. So this time, everybody, from up to bottom, up to down, we have 2. But from to back, we don't have any, so 0. Okay, left to right, another 2. So in total, 4 joints. The question is asking unpainted face. So joints times 2 equals 8. Right. So this time the question is different. Okay. So how many squares are painted when all the surfaces of the structure made by 8 cubes? Okay. In total, we have 8 cubes are painted. Right. So if we're asking about the painted squares, we can use the total faces, okay, faces minus the unpainted faces. See, unpainted faces. So, okay, all right, take a look. Total faces, how many faces are there if we have 8 cubes in total?
48.
Can you tell me the sentence? 8 times?
8 times 6.
Exactly.
48 times 6.
Okay, so 8 times 6 equals?
8 times 6 equals 48.
Good, everybody. All right, so take a look here. So don't forget, we are using the total 8 times 6, okay, minus
48.
which is 48, minus the unpainted, okay, unpainted.
14.
So for unpainted part, we still need to count from, let's see, from up to down, front to back, and left to right. Okay, find how many joints are there and how many faces are there.
How many squares are painted?
Mhm. Alicia, from up to down, okay, up to down, write down the number here. We have 1, 2, and 3, right? Good.
So it's like down.
Wait. For from to back, here we have 2, right? We have 2, so here 2. In total, we have 7. Okay, good. Your answer is correct.
Seven.
Good. 7 times 2. Good. Alicia, let me check. Ivanka. Okay, Ivanka, write down the number. Okay, good. From up to down. From up to down. See here, purple 1, and here is another joint, right? 2, and here is another one, 3. 3. So write down the number of 3 joints. Okay. Then from to back, which is another color. Okay, from to back, 1, 2. Right?
I just
2.
can okay.
All right, Alicia, wait, okay. 14 is the joints, right? Is that 14 the joints number?
Yeah.
I mean the faces number. What does 8? Oh, Ooh.
Oh, wait, no.
All right. So Alicia, take a look. From up to down. Okay. So
How
1,
cute.
2, 3, right? So
Oh,
that will
yeah.
be 3. Okay. Then from to back, 1, 2, right? So that will be 2. Okay. Then left to right, another color, 1, 2, right? So we will be another 2. Okay. So in total we have 7. 1. Okay. Plus them all together. So 7 times 2 equals.
7 times 2 equals 14.
And then don't forget 48 minus 14.
Equals 34.
Good. So that's the answer. Okay, Alicia, because the question is asking about painted. So we need to minus unpainted. Good. So Ivanka, the answer?
Now just a moment.
7 times 2.
Now I need just a moment.
Minus 14 equals. Good. 34. All right, everybody work it out correctly. This one is a little bit difficult. All right. So from still we need to count step by step. Okay, up to down 3. Okay, front to back 2. Okay, and left to right another 2. So in total we have 7 joints. 7 times 2 equals 14 squares are unpainted, but totally we have 48. 8 times 6, right? 48 minus 14 equals 34. Good. Let's move on. See? Here
Why
is the
are they
giant
so
tail.
long? Why are they so long?
Because they were squashed, right? Do you
Yeah.
still remember squashed by
Oh,
pen?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, giant tail. Okay, they want to go back to normal, but accidentally they become some cubes. What happened, boss? Oh no, I add the wrong potion. Okay. And they also stuck together, right? Okay, attached together, right? So, so what should we do? Time will kill, right? But this time we need to wait. Okay, right. So everybody take a look here. Observing the upper and lower layer, there is 1 cube in the upper layer, right? And how many cubes are in the bottom layer?
2 cubes.
2
3.
cubes.
3.
3 cubes, right? 3
cubes are in the bottom layer.
Yes, 3 cubes. And okay, from each layer, the upper layer to the lower layer, there is with 1 joint. Okay, upper layer and the lower layer with there is one joint. Okay, and here from the front layer we have 1 cube. Okay, and the back layer
We have 3 cubes.
exactly 3
We have
cubes.
3 cubes.
And they with 1 joint, right? Good. And here the left layer we have 3 cubes this time. They are 3 cubes. And the right layer we have 1 cube. They with also 1 joint. Right. So take a look at this time. The question, Alicia, can you read the question?
Lucas used 9 cubes to create a shape, stuck it on the ground, and painted it. How many squares in this pile of cubes are not painted?
Good. So this time they are just stack it on the ground, which means for each joint, they are not attached, okay? Well, they are not, I mean, stick it together, stack it together. And the point is that we put them on the ground. So if we paint them, or can we paint the bottom face?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No.
No. Okay. So here is the question: how many faces are there in that are attacked? I mean, to the ground. How many faces are there?
5.
5.
Exactly 5. So which means take a look at here. Okay. We just need to find out how many cubes are there in the bottom layer. And then if we have 5 cubes, that will be 5 faces unpainted, okay, on the ground, right? So don't forget later on, we need to plus 5 more faces, okay? Because the question is asking how many faces are there are not painted, okay? How many squares are not painted, okay? So still, let's count it together, okay? This time from up to down, how many joints are there?
Like 1, 2, 3,
1 plus
1, 2,
1
plus
1 plus 3, right? Equals 4. So this time we have 4 joints.
5.
Okay, equals 4, right? And then from here, from to back, how many joints are there?
3.
Only 3, right? Because front to back, we only have 2 layers, right? So 3. 3, okay? Then from left to right, okay, left to right. Left to right, we have 3 layers, okay? From left to right, we have 3 layers. So first layer, we have 1. The second layer, we have
3.
3.
Well,
So
3.
in total, that will be 1 plus 3 equals another 4. So how many joints are there?
3 and 4.
How many joints are there in total?
11.
Good. 4
11.
plus 3 plus 4 equals 11. Then times which
2.
number? 2 equals
22.
2.
22 joints. Okay. So which means in all the joints, we have 22 squares are not painted, and and plus 5 more squares in the bottom, right? So in total, we have 27 squares. Okay, small squares that are not painted. Good. So that's how we work out this question. All right. So take a look at this practice. So this time, Emma used 6 cubes to create a shape. So this is the shape, and stuck it on the ground and painted. Okay. How many squares in this pile? And this pile of cube are not painted. So, okay. So still the question, we need to count the joint from up to down, from to back, left to right. Okay, and don't forget, we are going to count how many cubes are there in the bottom. How many squares are there in the bottom? So how many cubes are there in the bottom layer? This
3.
bottom layer. 3, which means we will have 3 squares in the bottom. Okay. So don't forget, find the joints number times 2 plus 3. Let's go. Ivanka, take a look. From up to down. Okay, see, here is one joint, right? Here is another one. Here is another one. So in total, there will be 3. Good. Wait, Alicia. This one, the second one, is from to back, right? Front layer, we only have 1 cube. Back layer, we have 5 cubes, right? So that will be how many? That will be how many joints? See, okay, take a look. Front, okay, front, we only have 1 cube, right? And back, 5 cubes. So front and back, that will be 1, right? 1 joint. Good. Hagar found it. So found how many squares are there in the joints? All the joints. Good. Ivanka found it.
9.
Six, right? In total, we have 6 joints. So 6 times
2.
Equals equals 12. Don't forget, and we need to plus the bottom, right? Bottom. How many squares are there are not painted?
3.
Okay, good. Plus. Okay, good. 这里翻开。Alright, so Alicia, don't forget, 12 is joints are not painted, right? And from the bottom, how many squares do we have that are not painted?
3.
So the answer will be?
Why blue?
15.
Ooh.
Good. Good, 15. Everybody found it. All right. Okay, take a look. Up to down, we have 3 layers, right? First layer, 1 joint. Second layer, 2 joints. So in total, there will be 3 joints, right? And from to back, we only have 2 layers, right? The first layer, 1, the second layer, 5 cubes. So in total, we only have 1 joint, okay? Right? And then left to right, 2 layers, okay? So that will be 2, okay, as you can see, we have 2 joints. So in total, we have 12 faces, 6 joints. But don't forget, in the bottom, in the bottom, attached with the floor, we still have 3 cubes, which means 3 joints, right? So in total, 15. Okay. All right, so let's practice this one. Hagar, can you read the question?
Hammer used 8 cubes to create a shape, stuck it on the ground, and painted. How many squares in this pile of cubes are not painted?
Good. So still the question is asking how many squares are not painted, right? So another question, how many cubes are there? I mean, how many faces are there attached to the ground in the bottom? How many squares are there? Good.
5.
5 cubes with 5 squares unpainted. Okay, so don't forget, once you work out all the joints times 2, then
plus 5.
plus 5. Good. Let's go.
A 1. A 1. 2, 3.
Everybody up to down, right? 2 layers. Up layer, 3 cubes.
One, 2.
Okay, Ivanka, the up layer we have 3. Down layer we have 5, right? Which means how many joints are there? Equals to the fewer cubes number, right? How many joints are there? 3, right? Okay, good. 3. Oh, Alicia, wait. Still the same problem. Up to down, okay, we have 2 layers, right? So which means 3 cubes attached with 5 cubes. So the answer, the joints number will equals to the fewer number of cubes, which is 3, right? Did you get it? Did you get the point? Okay, good. So which means we only have 3 joints from the up to down. Parker, your answer is correct. And then move on. Wait, Alicia. And from left to right, right? Left to right. Each joint, each layer we have how many joints?
Each layer we have 2 joints.
So in total we have
4.
Good. Parker? The answer is correct, Parker. Alicia, good. Ivanka, +5. Very good. Good. Hi, Hugger. Harger, what happened? Okay, the first one, you are correct. Okay, from top up to, up to down. Okay, 2 layers, right? So 2 layers with 3 joints, because the upper layer we only have 3, so that means we only have 3 joints. Okay, then from to back, still 2 layers with 2 joints. Okay, left to right we have 2 layers. Okay, each layer we have 1 or 2 joints. Okay, see 1, 2, and the second layer we have another 1, 2. So in total we have 9, right? 9 joints times 2 equals 18, and don't forget +5 equals 23. Okay, good. So let's move on. Let's see, wait, what happened? So wake up, guys. We can move. Finally, they're going back. No more. So take a look at all the gifts. A lot of like snacks and toys, right? Let's unpack it. Okay. All right. Take a look at this question. This time it's a little bit different. So here we have a big cube, right? And if we paint it, okay, if we paint it from the surface, all the surfaces, and then cut it into 64 small cubes. So here in total we have 64. Okay, and the question is asking how many squares among these small cubes are not painted, right? So this time we have much more squares that are unpainted than the painted part. So first we are going to find how many squares are there in total? Yes. How many small squares are there in total? 64 times
64
times which number?
times
64.
Good. Times 6. Okay, good. Right, so in total we have 384 squares, small squares. And then we can find how many cubes are painted because we just painted on the surface, right? So each side, how many squares, small squares are there?
16.
4. Good. 4 times 4, right? So that would be 16. And how many 16s are there?
6.
16 times 6, right?
6.
All right, so take a look. That would be 96.
96.
Then total number minus painted equals
384 minus 96 equals 288.
So which means we have 288 cubes, squares are not painted. All right, so that's how we work out this question. All right, so let's practice an easier one. So this time we paint the surface, six faces of the big big cube, and then cut it into 8 small cubes. So how many squares among these small cubes are not painted? Okay, find the total faces. Okay, total squares. And then minus the painted part.
What?
Find how many squares are there in total. 8 cubes times wait, Alicia. 8 small cubes. 8 cubes times 6, right?
看你们哪个面儿有几个 face 被涂到了，而且一个面儿是几个 face 啦？
Right.
还有几个面儿啊？
Okay, Ivanka, how many? Then we need to find how many small squares are painted, right? Are painted. Each side we have 4. 6 sides we have 6 times 4. Okay, so that means 24 faces are painted. So how many faces are not painted? Good, Tucker. Great. First one, Alicia, almost there. Ivanka, good. Alicia, good. 24, right? Find the total number, then painted number. Okay, each side we have 4. 6 fours equals 24. Okay, 48 minus 24 equals 20, another 24. Right, let's move on. Oh, so much food.
So much food and toys.
Let's organize it and toys, right? All right, I want to order some pizza. Okay, good. So everybody, today we learned about to paint the cube. And just remember, we learned to find joints, okay? So each joint, how many faces are there?
There are 2 faces.
Good, 2 faces, right? Which means 2 small squares. Okay, if we paint it all together, and then we'll find there will be 2 unpainted square. Okay, and then if we want to count how many joints are there in the building, okay, like this, we need to classify by the direction, okay, because this is a three-dimensional shape, so we count it from 3 dimensions, like up to down, then from to back, then left to right. Okay, all right.
Okay.
So and then when it glued to the ground, the bottom face will not be painted. Okay, and we just need to find how many cubes are there in the bottom layer, and then there will be exactly the same number of faces are not painted. Okay, good. So let's move on to the challenge. Okay, so Ivanka, can you read the question challenge?
Michael paints the following buildings made up of identical cubes. Their bases are made of 8 cubes. Which building needs the most paint?
Good. So Harger and Alicia, take a look. This time the question is asking, we need to pick up the building needs the most paints, okay? Because all the cubes are the identical, the same cubes, which means we are finding which building needs the most, has the most faces, okay, has the most squares on the surface of the whole building, okay? Good. So everybody, first we need to find the building with the most cubes. Which two got the most cubes?
A.
Which A and
C.
good. A and C got the most cubes, right? All right. So which means okay, then let's compare to A and C. Which one got the most faces, most squares? Because we need to paint, right? Most face on the surfaces.
Oh,
A or C?
like 8 times 6.
Which one got
48.
more joints? Which one got more joints?
A.
A got more joints?
A.
Oh, A is the answer, or A got more joints?
A got more.
No.
See? Take a
No,
look.
A.
Here, this
C,
one,
C.
C got
C.
more joints, right? See, compared to these two more, right? Take a look. C got one more joint, which means each joint we have 2 more faces that are unpainted, okay, which is this face and the one in this side, right? So which means A got the most square that are painted, right?
Yeah.
Because C got one more joint. Okay, one more joint means 2 more faces that are not painted, right? So the correct answer is, which one got the most paint?
A.
A. Good. These 2 more. Okay, these 2 more, and here these 2 more squares than C. Okay. Good. So everybody, that's all for today's class. And today's question is a little bit difficult. Okay, so don't forget to finish your homework and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. See you next time.
See you.